In a satellite system, circular polarization is to be obtained. The antenna used is A. Parabolic, B. Horn, C. Log periodic, D. Helical. The correct answer is helical. A horizontal output stage is cut off for retrace and 40 of trace. If time for each horizontal line is 64s and retrace time is 12s, the transistor is conducting for about A. 64s, B. 6.4s, C. 31s, D. 3.1s. The correct answer is 31s. A TV remote control works on the principle of A. Pulse code modulated ultraviolet light, B. Pulse code modulated infrared light, C. Demodulation, D. Either A or B. The correct answer is pulse code modulated infrared light. As the magnitude of reverse bias is increased, the capacitance of varactor diode A. increases, B. decreases, C. first increase then decreases, D. first decreases then increases. The correct answer is decreases. To prevent overloading in the last if amplifier, one should use A. variable sensitivity, B. squelch, C. double conversion, D. variable selectivity. The correct answer is variable sensitivity. Push-pull amplifier is A. class B, B. class A, C. class C, D. class A or class C. The correct answer is class B. The tape recorders used in homes have A. common head and common amplifier system for recording and playback, B. different heads and amplifiers for recording and playback, C. same head but different amplifiers for recording and playback, D. different heads but same amplifier for recording and playback. The correct answer is common head and common amplifier system for recording and playback. In a communication system, noise is most likely to affect the signal A. at the receiver, B. at the transmitter, C. at the information source, D. in the channel. The correct answer is in the channel. Each frequency in the modulating wave gives rise to 4 sidebands: A. true, B. false, C. D. The correct answer is false. In VHS format, each video head is tilted from azimuth by A. 20, B. 10, C. 6, D. 1. The correct answer is 6. The number of possible colors with a 4-line digital input monitor are A. 4, B. 16, C. 64, D. 2. The correct answer is 16. Convolution of xt5 with impulse function t7 is equal to A. xt2, B. xt12, C. xt12, D. t2. The correct answer is xt2. Which of the following is a better recording medium? A. ferric oxide, B. ferrous oxide, C. chromium dioxide, D. either A or B. The correct answer is chromium dioxide. An angle modulated signal is given by St cos 2p2 x 10 6 t 30 sin 150 t 40 cos 150 t. The maximum frequency and phase deviations of St are A. 10.5 kHz 140 p rad, B. 6 kHz and 80 p rad, C. 10.5 kHz 100 p rad, D. 7.5 kHz 100 p rad. The correct answer is 7.5 kHz 100 p rad. The PSD and the power of a signal GT are respectively SG and PG. The PSD and the power of signal A, GT are respectively AAS2G and A2PG, BASG2 and APG, CASG and A2PG, DASG and APG. The correct answer is A S2G and A 2PG. In a 100 amplitude modulated signal, the power in the upper sideband when carrier power is to be 100 watts and modulation system SSBSC is A 100 watts, B 66 watts, C 50 watts, D 25 watts. The correct answer is 25 watts. The simplest method of suppression of unwanted sideband in AM is A filter method, B phase shift method, C third method, D both A and B. The correct answer is filter method. For attenuation of low frequencies we should use A shunt capacitance, B series capacitance, C shunt inductance, D series inductance. The correct answer is series capacitance. At night, the ionosphere can be considered to be consisting of A DEF1 and F2 layers, B DEF1 layers, C DEF2 layers, D E and F2 layers. The correct answer is E and F2 layers. A balun transformer gives an impedance transformation of A41, B21, C14, D12. The correct answer is 41. Which one of the following is true? A characteristic impedance of twin wire feeder and coaxial cable are nearly the same. B. The characteristic impedance of coaxial cable is more than that of twin wire cable. C. The characteristic impedance of twin wire cable is more than that of coaxial cable. D. The characteristic impedance of a twin wire feeder may be more or less than that of coaxial cable. The correct answer is the characteristic impedance of twin wire cable is more than that of coaxial cable. A 1000 kHz carrier wave modulated 40 at 40,000 Hz is applied to a resonant circuit tuned to a carrier frequency and having Q 140. What is the degree of modulator after transmission through the circuit? A 40, B 20, C 0.27, D 0.54. The correct answer is 0.27. The EHT voltage in a picture tube of TV is A. about 1000 kV, B. about 100 kV, C. about 15 kV, D. about 1 kV. The correct answer is about 15 kV. In cellular telephone, each cell is designed to handle A. 45 two-way communications, B. 90 two-way communications, C. 45 one-way communications, D. 180 two-way communications. The correct answer is 45 two-way communications. A UPS contains A. rectifier, B. inverter, C. either rectifier or inverter, D. both rectifier and inverter. The correct answer is both rectifier and inverter. A transmitter power of 10 watts is increased by 30 dB. The effective radiated power is A. 100 watts, B. 1000 watts, C. 10,000 watts, D. 1 lakh watts. The correct answer is 10,000 watts. It is desired to couple a coaxial line to a two parallel wire line. It is best to use A. quarter wave transformer, B. balun, C. slotted line, D. directional coupler. The correct answer is balun. 24 telephone channels are frequency division multiplexed using an SSB modulation. Assuming 3 kHz per channel, the required bandwidth is A. 8 kHz, B. 27 kHz, C. 21 kHz, D. 72 kHz. The correct answer is 72 kHz. In an FM signal, the modulating frequency is 2 kHz and maximum deviation is 10 kHz. The bandwidth requirement is A 2 kHz, B 10 kHz, C 5 kHz, D 32 kHz. The correct answer is 10 kHz. The effective length of antenna is different from actual length due to A. Top loading, B. End effects, C. Both A and B, D. None of the above. The correct answer is both A and B. In a TV receiver there is no raster, no picture, and no sound. The most likely defective stage is A. Power supply unit, B. Video output circuit, C. Horizontal oscillator, D. balun. The correct answer is power supply unit. Noise can be measured by A. DC voltmeter, B. AC voltmeter, C. Either of the above, D. None of the above. The correct answer is AC voltmeter. A 100J100 load is to be matched to a line with Z0300 to give SWR1. The reactance of stub is A. J200, B. J200, C. J100, D. J100. The correct answer is J200. An SN ratio of 3 expressed in dB is A. 4.8 dB, B. 2.4 dB, C. 0.48 dB, D. 0.24 dB. The correct answer is 4.8 dB. The material used for the magnet of moving coil cone type loudspeaker is A. Steel alloy, B. Soft iron, C. Hard steel, D. Alnico. The correct answer is Alnico. CCU system B employs A. 625 lines, B. 625 lines with 2-1 interlace, C. 625 lines with 4-1 interlace, D. 500 lines with 2-1 interlace. The correct answer is 625 lines with 2-1 interlace. The power to the base unit of a cordless telephone is supplied by A. Battery, B. AC mains, C. Both battery and AC mains, D. Either battery or AC mains. The correct answer is AC mains. If velocity of sound waves in air at 0 c is 330 ms, the velocity at 40 c is about A. 330 ms, B. 334 ms, C. 353 ms, D. 380 ms. The correct answer is 353 ms. A 5000 watts signal is attenuated by 196 dB. The resultant signal strength is A. 1.26 x 106 watts, B. 1.26 x 102 watts, C. 1.26 x 108 watts, D. 1.26 x 116 watts. The correct answer is 1.26 x 116 watts. In FM, as bandwidth increases, A. distortion increases, B. distortion decreases, C. distortion remains unaffected, D. all. The correct answer is distortion decreases. A 400 watts carrier is amplitude modulated with M0.75. If single sideband suppressed carrier is used, the total power in modulated wave is A. 400 watts, B. 512 watts, C. 112 watts, D. 56 watts. The correct answer is 56 watts. In TV transmitter, the function of duplexer is A. to amplify video signal, B. to remove distortions in audio signal, C. to combine outputs of visual and audio transmitters, D. to amplify audio signal. The correct answer is to combine outputs of visual and audio transmitters. Microwave link repeaters are typically 50 km apart in TV transmission due to A. Atmosphere attenuation, B. Output power tube limitations, C. Attenuation of surface wave, D. Earth's curvature. The correct answer is Earth's curvature. To separate channels in FDM receiver we have to use A. Integration, B. AND gate, C. Band pass filter, D. Differentiation. The correct answer is band pass filter. A device with input xt and yt is characterized by yt x2t. An FM signal with frequency deviation of 90 kHz and modulating signal bandwidth of 5 kHz is applied to this device. The bandwidth of the output signal is A. 370 kHz, B. 190 kHz, C. 380 kHz, D. 95 kHz. The correct answer is 380 kHz.